You didn't trespass him, so shut the f up.
You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why?
If a cop comes up to you and he says you have to leave, like the owners want you gone, you have to get the fuck off.
Yeah.
Or you will immediately be trespassed.
Like if they tell you the owner doesn't want you there and they tell you get the fuck, you gotta leave.
And they don't need a reason, by the way.
Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter.
No, I don't want my tax dollars to go to that, but you're forcing my tax dollars to do this right now. What are you talking about? No, I don't want to pay for that, but when you're and you keep provoking the police.
Yo, now I see why y'all wanted me to react to this so much. Yo, this is insane, dude. I'm like watching this with my jaw drop. Like, what?
I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of a harrowing day. But the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering.
Guys, anytime you get arrested by the cops, bro, just be quiet. Don't talk, bro. Don't do this. Holy.
Just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over something like YouTube views.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Gene, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells...
Yeah, he's like another Hanson guy. So there's a couple people in this space, guys. So as you guys know, I went out with Vitaly quite a bit and did a lot of these catching. There's a couple of different YouTube channels that do this. Obviously, Gideon just started doing it. Alex Rosen does it. I Fight for Kids. This dude, Vitaly. So there is a community out there that does these catching. It's a very small community because obviously this is an extremely logistically difficult type of content to shoot, right? So I'm kind of putting on two different hats here. I'm going to give you guys the content creator side. So in the realm of like catching predators, it's an incredibly taxing process to make this content, right? You got decoys that are talking to these weirdos. You know, they're trying to make things happen. They set up a meetup. You show up. You have your cameraman. You know, they get caught. Then you have to ask them a certain amount of questions. You got to, you know, navigate things in a certain way, and then you call the police or whatever. If you guys remember when I went with Vitaly, like my job was kind of just to, you know, gather the facts, be one of the main witnesses for the cops, whatever, when they come. So this is a very difficult type of content to make. So I got to give respect to anyone that does this stuff because it ain't easy. Okay. So Jidion recently started getting into this type of content. I'd say probably within the last year or so, maybe. I don't know if he's been doing it longer, chat. And he did it alongside Alex Rosen. For those of you guys that don't know Alex Rosen, he has the Twitter account, I Fight for Kids. He's going to be on the show very soon. He basically taught Jidion everything that he knows, okay? And then Jidion ended up saying, hey, I don't associate with him anymore because he gave $10,000 to Chud the Builder. And Chud the Builder's a rich. I don't know why he cares so much about the money that he's giving to Chud the Builder in his defense case, but whatever, I digress. I think Jidion did that because he had a lot of pressure from his community to exile Alex Rosen. That's why. He had an enormous amount of pressure on him to condemn Alex Rosen because Alex Rosen said some stuff. But dude, Alex been saying forever. Anyone that watches his content like knows that Alex has been the whole time, which is a W, by the way, right? And he's just funny. Like he doesn't say it like Adam Malice. Like it's not like he actually hates black people. Not at all. I mean, the dude's like, come on, man. Okay, bro says all the crazy. He even makes fun of Jews. Use a K word and all that. So it's hilarious. But yeah, Gideon. Basically, it's very simple, and I made a whole video about this. Gideon basically threw Alex Rosen to the side when he realized that, okay, I learned everything that I need to learn. I could do what I could do without this guy. I'm going to get rid of him. Basically used Alex and got rid of him when Alex taught him everything that he knows. Because you guys got to also understand, people like Gideon, right, that like are huge YouTubers, like for these dudes, like views is everything. Views and clout is literally everything, okay? When you have like, you know, I would say, you know, 5 million and above subscribers, you're on a different playing field, right? You're like on a different playing field when you have that many subscribers, right? Now you're kind of getting into a territory where it's really difficult to have hard takes. That makes sense, chat? So let me kind of explain this dynamic for you. This is very important because I have to be charitable to Jidion too. I have to be charitable. Like I can't just sit here and like just roast this nigga and say he's a loser. Like I can't do that. I got to explain to you guys like the reality. So when it comes to social media, right? When it comes to social media, you have a choice to make. You can either make your content extremely clean, friendly, advertiser, friendly, right? Like doing a family channel, running a cooking show, right? Doing a travel vlog. This is all what I call normie safe content, right? You are going to be able to get people that watch your content from different realms and different walks of life, okay? And you're going to build a big audience doing this, okay? It's apolitical. It doesn't give like a hardline position. It's not ostracizing. It's very inclusive, right? It's entertainment a lot of times, just simply entertainment. So what ends up happening when you build a huge audience like this is you can no longer kind of be honest with yourself. In order to maintain that audience and maintain those views, right? When you do normie content, you can't have hardline political positions and or align yourself a lot of times with hardline individuals. Because what ends up happening is, now that you build up this big audience, most people are snowflakes. So let's say you build up this big audience, right? And then you come on the Fresh Fit podcast. Well, you come on the Fresh Fit podcast, now everyone's going to be butthurt. Oh, I can't believe you did a collab with these guys. That guy Myron is a anti-Semite. That guy's a feminist, whatever. Like whatever like camp that YouTuber's viewer belongs to, they're going to cry and complain. And so this puts the creator in a very difficult position because now they've amassed a huge audience, but that huge audience doesn't allow you to be real. Because if you were to be real, you would ostracize a significant amount of them because you made normie content to appeal to everybody. So if you have a cooking channel, right, and you build it up to 1 million, 2 million followers, then all of a sudden you say, I'm with MAGA, I'm with Trump, bro, you're losing half your followers next day, nigga. You say, oh, there's 2 genders. Cooked. I'll never forget. You know what? Instead of me telling y'all, let me show y'all real quick. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Because me telling you is not going to be as good as me showing you. So what I was explaining to them, bro, was being audience captured. So I'll quickly review for the people that were watching on yours that might have not saw. So I was talking about how someone like Jidion is like very big. And when you're big like him, you can't have certain opinions. Because what ends up happening is when you have certain opinions, you're automatically going to ostracize half your audience off that. So if you make like normie content, let's say you have a cooking channel, you have a prank channel, you have a channel, a family channel, a traveling channel. These are all what I call like normie content where everyone is going to find it funny, right? Or sorry, you're going to be able to appeal to a mass audience. Mr. Beast, like doing the stunts and everything like that. Hold on one second. Yeah. Because I'm going to show something here that perfectly illustrates. Okay, let me show y'all this, bro. So as you guys remember, Aiden Ross did a collab with Mr. Beast, right? And XQC to like fundraise for water, right? So Aiden, okay, says free Palestine, right?
Yeah, free Palestine.
Beast. W. Aiden.
What'd you say?
Free Palestine.
Are you sharing it? I can't see.
Oh yeah, you can't see it?
You gotta put it on Discord.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. What the? My bad.
I know. Sorry, I added another step.
Yeah. No. That's my bad. Actually, give me 1 sec here. Let me.
What do we think about the light? I like this color. All right,
it's good.
Sorry, let's not get distracted.
All right. Yeah. So I'll play this one more time. There's another one too where he got like noticeably mad.
Free Palestine.
So XQC says it and Aiden, right?
What'd you say?
Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Yeah. So he says that, right? And bro legitimately got mad. Let's see.
It's not like getting a tarantula is rocket science. You know what's hard? Getting the pyramids of Egypt for $100. You want to know what's not hard?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Getting a tarantula. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You want to know what's hard? Getting Ronaldo in a video. You want to know what's not hard? Getting a tub of snakes.
You know what's hard? Me. Sorry, guys. I had to ruin it.
Dude, no controversy, dude.
I forgot.
That's not, that's fine.
Oh, it is?
That's not. Right, no, what? That's not fine. That's not fine.
Okay.
Yes, it's not fine.
Yeah, it's not fine. Not fine.
Yes, sponsor, guys. Sorry about that.
There was.
Bruh.
I remember when they collabed, there was so much awkward tension between him and Aiden. And look, like Aiden's huge. Aiden's got a huge following as well, but of course, Mr. Beast like is just that much bigger.
I'm trying to find the one where he gets noticeably off.
I think it was when he said free Palestine, right?
Yeah, he Mr. Beast. Let me put.
Find it. I know what you're talking about.
He got
Mr.
like
Beast.
Yeah, he got like noticeably angry when he said this.
I don't know if it was. Yeah, maybe he said something else.
So. And again, I'm just showing you guys this as an example to show you guys like once you reach a certain size, you can't really talk about certain topics. That was the bottom line of what I was trying to present here. So why am I telling y'all this? I'm telling you guys this because I will put Gideon into someone like obviously he's not as big as Mr. Beast, but he's going to have the same mindset as Mr. Beast. Does that make sense, chat? Where he can't afford to have like certain controversies that will come in and f up his shit because he's audience captured. Okay. Once you start getting millions of views on a video, you're going to be a lot more selective on what you say or what you talk about for obvious reasons, because now you've created a demand or a certain persona for your audience and you have to stick to that. So that is why he had to get rid of Alex Rosen, even though he brought him in to teach him how to do the whole thing and the pedophile thing and, you know, use them. Go ahead, Red.
No, it's true. And they have to stay in their own lane. Look, if you make that normie content, that's fine. But you have to understand that your audience is going to come from a wide array of different people, races, ethnicities, ideologies. Like you might have Muslims watching you. You might have watching you, you know, so like if you take any opinion, you've immediately diverted from the main thing that everybody kind of got together and enjoyed. And now you're like kind of picking a side. So for all these normie guys, it is kind of, I don't want to say satisfying, but it is a little bit funny when, you know, they get smoked for having an opinion. But that's the beauty of like always being opinionated when you're building your brand up, is you build an audience based on who you are. So anytime you come and say what you want to say, they're at minimum disagreeing in a minor sense, but they're not like canceling you or done watching you. So that's the problem with being like a normie content creator. I can imagine if I had 1 million views on one of my videos, I would, and like I did normie content like pranks or some at a glass riz, whatever it was, I would be horrified to like give out my political opinion, because that's, you know, you're playing with your money. That's your livelihood. So that is the issue of that. I forgot, what was the exact, for my audience, what was the exact issue with Gideon again? It was with the Chud, wasn't it?
It was desperate. He basically, so what happened was he wanted to get into the pedophile stuff. Alex Rosen is one of the best that does it. He's been doing it for years. Really good. Gets the most prosecution, catches the most pedos by far. No one even comes close. So he got with Alex Rosen to teach him how to do it. But Alex, obviously, as you know, supports Chud the Builder. And Jidion, being black, he couldn't rock with that because the audience started getting really pissed off at him that, hey, why do you associate with this Alex Rosen guy? He gave Chud $10,000. He, you know, thinks he's innocent, all this other shit. So he got an enormous amount of pressure from his audience, and he had to stop with Alex Rosen because the audience basically told him, like, what are you doing? So that's what I was trying to say. Like, and that's really cucked as well, because obviously he had the intention of working with the guy and didn't give a shit about his connection with Chud or his, and he allowed his audience to allow him to capitulate. Alex been this way for years, bro. Like he's been saying wild shit on Twitter for years. So he knew that going into it. It's now with the Chud that he's like, all right, I got to cut my losses now. Yeah, it's so cucked. And the thing is, honestly, when you're facing, not that I have the experience, but if this ever happens to me one day, God forbid, like you never capitulate for the audience, because then they just walk all over you. Yeah. You know, it's one thing like when you say something controversial and everybody's coming for you, you genuinely have to sit there and cross your arms and say, fuck you, I stand on it. Because if you do anything else, if you like start shuffling for apologies, they'll run all over you. They'll immediately go, got him. Now he's admitting guilt. And then it's this whole like cancellation hate train. But honestly, if you just stand on business and ignore the hate, it dissipates, it dissolves. And over time, the audience that you hold on over is far more loyal. And I think that's worth it. I think a slightly smaller, but far more intense and loyal audience is so much better than like a big, vague kind of like hop the fence over one controversy type of audience. Because that's long-term income as well, right? That's long-term engagement. That's huge. Yeah. But yeah, it's cucked, and it's, you know, and it just sets you up for failure long term, dude. It just because like you can't be yourself, so you have to constantly like have this fake image. I notice this a lot with like these family channels. They act one way on camera, and then they come and they're like dogging and all this other shit behind the scenes. So it's I would lose my mind. Yeah, you know, because family channels make a lot of money, bro. The family YouTubers make a lot of money. But I've met a couple of these dudes, man. They're out here cheating on chicks. They'll come on our show and lie about, oh yeah, no, I'm faithful, blah blah. But these are out here doing all kinds of bull. So like, you know, making that much money and getting that famous, it comes at a cost. And, you know, and that cost a lot of times comes at you not being able to be authentic. So that's why Jidion had to do what he did. And this is a thing with all like big YouTubers, guys. This isn't just a Mr. Beast or Jidion thing. That's why I wanted to give you guys other examples, because I'm trying to be charitable here to Jidion, saying that this isn't just how he moves. This is how almost all big YouTubers move, because to amass an audience of that size, you can't do it while making like controversial content. Like think about the top creators like in the conservative space. Who? Tucker, Candace Owens, etc. What do they got? Maybe 5 million, 10 million subscribers, right? At the absolute most. Like you can't build like 100 million followers while being a Republican, bro. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Like it's just not gonna. Because you're too, just off of you being talking about politics, you've already alienated 50% of the audience. So it's very difficult to build up a huge audience to the level of like a normie off of content that's inherently divisive. which is anything to do with politics or culture or any of that other stuff. Like you're just not going to be able to build up. This is why like people like Mr. Beast can build up a huge audience because it's apolitical, right? So
yeah,
because even the juggernauts of our niche, in the grand scheme of things, aren't that big. Does that make sense?
Not compared to the juggernauts of the other side. Like when you look at the right and the left, look at somebody like Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker has literally called for violence in vague ways before. He has also, like, in a way, kind of glorified 9/11, saying the U.S. deserved it, which I understand the angle of that left-wing talking point, which is poor foreign policy may have motivated unnecessary actions that led to whatever. I get it, but like the way he said it was malicious. You know, Hassan Piker's got a track record of all this crazy shit, shocking his dog. I mean, the dude's not even human at that point. And he's totally fine on YouTube. He's on Twitch. He's on all of these mainstream platforms. So he has that mainstream access. You know, think of a person like yourself. You don't have that. All of these mainstream platforms blackball you. They blackball Nick. Even Sneeko, he's been a little bit more moderate in his views, but even him, he still canceled.
Remember, he
New
did
York
the cinematic
Post did a hit piece on him. ADL did a hit piece on him.
He's another example. He did the cinematic stuff, and everyone started complaining when he stopped doing the cinematic stuff, and he went to covering politics. Remember, like that's another guy that got hit as well. He said, "Fuck them, I'm gonna do what I want." But yeah, when he shifted from doing like the cinematic lefty type stuff, and he went more into the conservative stuff, a lot of people started crying. Like and complaining, like, bro, where's the old Sneeko? I want the cinematics. And that's the normie.
That's when he got canceled. That's when he probably lost the most money he ever lost. And alternate platforms came in and helped a lot of you guys out, which thank God for them. But ultimately, it's not to sound like a crybaby, but the right wing commentators, the right wing position, especially the quote unquote dissident right, if you will. I don't even know if it's that far right anymore because most people are starting to hate Trump. But it is a canceled talking point. It's a canceled line of rhetoric, and all the creators who bring forth these issues and have larger platforms or audiences are not put on the mainstream sites like a YouTube, or even if they're on X, they're not getting blue checks, so and that's a part of the reason, not to divert from the conversation, that's a part of the reason why the left is cooking right now. That's why the DSA is cooking right now, is because they have mainstream access. Like this lady who just won a seat or I think she won governor or mayor, I don't remember, Milat something. She's an Ethiopian lady, and she's like a far DSA, socialist, whatever it is. And she was on stream with Hassan Piker, and he helped her a lot. He mobilized his audience. I think 10,000 people from his audience made calls in her local area to vote for her. And would he be able to do that without Twitch? These are the things that allow the left to enable or move in a far more free and mobile way than the right ever could. So people always go, oh, the right is lazy. The right never wants to. It's also like they don't have the same opportunity or outlets. So that's a big piece of it as well. Yeah. But
and even there,
captured.
And even them, they're still not even like, well, Hassan got like 2 or 3 million on Twitch and he's the biggest, like versus you take like a normie creator who has like 100 million, 50 million. The point I'm trying to make is Jidion does normie content. So therefore he was able to build amass a huge audience. I think he has like 5 million, 6 million subscribers. Once you get to that point, playing the politic game or doing anything divisive is going to hurt you, which is why he had to remove Alex Rosen. But yeah, let's go ahead and react to this thing. It's like 20 minutes long. We probably won't watch the whole thing, but I'll watch it from the beginning since my brother just joined, and we'll get your takes as well.
How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think the charge is going to... I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of...
Yeah, Gideon makes a lot of money a month, guys. This guy is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That's another reason why he had to get rid of Alex Rosen, bro. That nigga said, hey, this dude's... I gotta get rid of him. He's fucking the money up.
A harrowing day, but the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over something like YouTube views.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Gene, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle, but Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old Jidion...
That's kind of crazy. You farming your uncle for views? Like, that's kind of wild. If he was doing that weirdo shit, I'd just turn him into the police without doing it with cameras, bro. Like, that's wild.
That's crazy.
Like, turn him in for being a privately. Do you really need to put this on the internet, bro?
Yo, that's
Adams.
the issue with a lot of these, just to say quickly, like a lot of these big time creators, dude, their soul is gone because at any chance they will grab the views, even if it means like absolutely humiliating somebody they truly love and care about.
Yeah.
Or, pushing back on their own ideals and values. And you were saying these family YouTubers, the camera turns on, they're different people. So
this kind of nuts, bro. Like outing your uncle as a potential for views is nuts. Because let's be very candid here. These are doing this for views, bro. Okay, a lot of these catchers, they're not doing this because they actually want to help kids or whatever.
Actually care.
A lot of these dudes are doing it for money, bro. Let's just keep it 1,000, right?
Dude, it's viral content.
It's viral,
viral content.
And I told y'all this before. It's a very difficult niche to get into, and it's extremely laborious, and it's laborious, and then it's also production. It's difficult to do production wise, right? Like you're live streaming it or you're filming it, like it's dynamic. Things are changing all the time. It's not like static, so it's very difficult to film it, right? And it's a niche that not that many people get in. So if you're able to pull it off, you make monster views. Right, if you're able to pull it off, because it's so difficult to pull off. This is why Gideon had to get with Alex Rosen to do it.
Popular YouTube.
And Gideon, started pivoting to this shit. So 3 years, so he's been doing it for a few years with Alex Rosen.
Best known,
but he's known for being a prankster first.
For high-energy prank videos, social experiments, and comedic vlogs before transitioning into true crime content focused on exposing criminals through sting operations, have a reason for following Joe wherever he goes.
For the past decade,
like I'm all for getting rid of PDFs, but to follow your own uncle around to farm content is nuts, bruh.
So he's been financially exploiting and
link is in the description.
Abusing my grandmother, who was also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel.
We literally called it, dude. We literally called it, bro. That's crazy. Dude, morals are in the toilet, like ideals are in the toilet. Are you kidding me? Yo, bro. Yo, if that's the case, there's a lot of things I could do for views. I just simply could never go that far. That's effectively selling your soul. Let me expose my relative for views. Like, bro, that's an L in the long term. That's crazy. Everybody's got that one creepy uncle.
So I can just...
It said, and it's monetized.
Just expose him on the internet and make some money off.
Well, you know what? I respect it. You want to know why? Because he knows that we're about to fry him in the comments for this behavior. So bro's addressing it early on. This is actually a very good strategy. He's calling out the elephant in the room immediately. Yes, I am absolutely monetizing off of ruining the life of my family member. Yes, so because he knows he's gonna get air fried in the comments. What are you gonna say, Rip?
Yeah, and it just shows his honesty. He's not trying to be sneaky about it. He's like, yeah, I'm grifting. So what? I'm about to grift my uncle for views. So can't argue with it.
But according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside Gideon to solve the problem once and for all. He moved Gideon into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claims Skeeter, Gideon, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant, ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and Gideon have been setting up speakers inside.
Wait, is this even a, or is he just a bum? To me, it looks like just a bum.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's...
Yeah, are we missing something here? Is this guy even a yeah, okay, so he's not even a so he's just a bum. He's a squatter. Like, see, oh my God, yo, this is why, okay, so see what just happened there? Me and you automatically assumed he was a because he was on this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I would argue...
That's crazy.
I would argue most people would probably come to that conclusion as well, right? And so him featuring him on his channel in the first place is already like a destruction. Does that make sense? So it's like bro's character has already been assassinated, and just off of us, we opened up this reaction video, guys. I don't know the lore of this. Like, I'm watching this raw right now with you guys first time with my brother. I'm like, as I'm listening to this more, like, wait, is this even a PDF? Like, what's going on here? This guy's just a bum? Like, what?
I think it seemed like that was the intention, though, to frame him as one. Like, that's a part of the grift. At least from checking it out, like, not to highlight that he has really dirty hidden motives, but it's kind of, that's what it seemed like from
so
facing.
don't get it twisted, guys. He's still a I see people in my chat are saying he abuses grandma, blah, blah. Fair. No problem. But there's a big difference between a bum that's abusive versus like a PDF. Big difference.
Yeah.
And getting Gideon involved and putting this up on a channel that's known for busting people for this, like that in of itself is like character assassination of his uncle. So, yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, chat's saying he's not a PDF.
Regardless, grifting and absolutely degrading a family member for views.
That's crazy work, bro.
And that can't take away from the greater thing we're saying here. It's still wild.
All right, let's see here.
At the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convinced Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man?
Okay, let me add something else here. I'm going to break the third wall. Also, keep in mind, guys, that they have live viewership. Anytime you're IRL streaming like this, you're going to be more incentivized to do crazy for your audience entertainment. I want y'all to keep that in mind as well. This isn't a pre-recorded video. They're live streaming this. So whenever you're live streaming, you have it's almost like you have this burden in the back of your mind where you have to kind of keep things lit as long as you can to retain viewership. So keep that in mind too.
Especially IRL.
And this is
IRL.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, especially, I'm just saying IRL even more than anything else, because it's supposed to be moving fast, exciting, always changing. So very much so.
So I want y'all to understand that, like, and I'm doing this actually to the benefit of Jidion. Like, if Jidion does anything crazy here, like, keep in mind that they're live streaming this. This is why he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, if there's like some weird antagonization here, like, it's probably going to be because they're live streaming. Versus if this was a pre-recorded video, they wouldn't need to turn up on crazy like that.
Yeah.
Take it off. Wait down here.
Okay, so chat, we got a giant speaker here. Bro, the police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead. Boo!
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and Gideon arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, Gideon mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him.
What the?
Are you following?
What was that, Red?
No, are you following that? I don't understand.
Yo, I gotta replay that back. Did he really do this? Nah, hold on, bro. Yo, hold on, bro. Yo, hold on. I'm sorry, chat. I gotta replay. I gotta make sure I think I know what happened here, but I gotta replay this. So, police come to escort him.
Restaurant
because he got tired of them following him,
ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and Gideon have been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convince Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house,
so he accomplished the goal. He got him out of the house. That was the goal originally, right?
Yeah.
This was to get him out. So he got it.
To help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
And guys, this is standard police protocol, by the way. You have a domestic issue like this, the standard protocol, there's no violence involved, or just separate the parties. Hey, get out of here. Get your stuff, get out of here. That's the normal way police deal with this. So this makes perfect sense that they're telling him, yo, just get out, we'll escort you. So please come in and help him get his stuff, okay?
Get the out of here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man?
And I want you guys to pay attention to the viewership. See how it's going up? Pay attention to the viewership, chat.
Yeah.
Take it off. Wait down here.
Okay, so chat, we got a giant speaker here. Bro, the police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead. Boo!
That's standard protocol with something like this, though, is separate the parties.
Boo!
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they
And the reason why they do that, chat, is for liability purposes. Like, let's say a fight happens, someone dies, bruh, they don't want to be, this is why they take, domestic violence or these types of cases so seriously, is because that's why a lot of states have like a mandatory arrest if there's like a domestic violence call because of this. Obviously, this isn't domestic violence, more of like a disturbance. So they're like, okay, we're going to just separate the people so that we don't got to deal with the headache.
Transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and Gideon arrive at the station.
So a car followed them.
Notices an orange sedan. But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and Gideon arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to
So clearly that car was a scout and told them where they went.
speak with Joe. By then, Joe was already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, Gideon mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Are we serious? And mind you, he jumped up to 13.7K views.
Yeah. That
Unreal.
Yo, that's crazy work, bro.
Because the problem is handled, right? So it's just provocation.
Filing a missing persons report.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
Bro, you can't do that.
I might have JV like go make like missing people. You know Joe?
Yeah, I know Joe.
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise?
Yes, I take pictures of him all the time.
Pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check.
Yeah, I already know. Chat's telling him, go look in the back, go look in the back. We don't believe
This
them.
nigga went behind the counter,
I
bro.
guarantee. I'm telling you, man. His chat is in there with the battery in his back. Like, yo, go back there. They're lying. Go in there. We don't trust them. Joe's there. Go find Joe. Put up missing signs. Like, go ahead.
Wait, so I can understand. He's going this far to, maybe I'm missing something. He's going this far to, I'm sorry, expose him, like embarrass him.
They're just trying to harass him, bro. They're just trying to harass him, bro. That's what it looks like to me, unless we're missing something.
I guess when you got 15,000 kick viewers, you're gonna go behind the counter of a restaurant. Like this is another level of reach and desperation. I thought the problem was handled. The squatter is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's around 3 p.m. now, over 4 hours since this situation first began.
Again, let me be charitable to Gideon. You got your chat egging you on, telling you do this, do that, right? You'll do what the chat says a lot of the times, and that's probably what inspired him to go back there and do all this extra shit.
And as an officer arrives at the restaurant to speak with Joe again, he has no idea that Skeeter and Gideon are about to bring the storm right back to McDonald's.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they start, and then they don't want to leave. And then they did come back later.
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video.
Yep.
So he came in, and I said, "You can leave." He goes, "No, we don't have cameras." I said, "That's fine." I said, "But you still need to go." And he goes, "Do you treat all customers like that?" I said, "Only the ones that have videos and phone system." So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, "We are outside waiting for him." I said, "You need to stay in." I said, and then there won't be any confrontation. So they finally did leave. But they were.
Yeah.
So they're just like relentlessly harassing us, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. And going around everywhere to make sure it happens. That's crazy.
That other guy, Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a definition of farming someone for content. Like, this is the definition.
At his house.
Yeah.
I know.
They're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying.
Dude, by the way, average age of viewership here has to be like,
oh yeah, these are
13.
Kids. Yeah, these are kids,
13. Bro. Who is watching that?
Yeah, these are kids, bro.
What the fuck?
These are kids that are in this chat, bro, saying this shit.
Him riled up. So
yo, you guys aren't gonna believe this, but like Jidion's like 23 or some shit. I know he looks way older.
Is he really?
Bro, yeah. Nigga, he's like your age.
He's my age?
He's around your age. Yeah, look him up real quick. I'm almost certain he's like in his early to mid 20s.
He's 25, so he's a year older than me. Yeah. He's pretty young.
Yeah,
wow.
he doesn't look like it because the hair loss and obesity, but
I thought that nigga was like 30 something.
Yeah, no, he's only 25, bro.
Yeah.
Their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe. So we can't make somebody leave.
They have those shelters.
None really close to here. But he said that his buddy is trying to find somewhere and trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight. So
He'll be out at their house.
yeah. So thank you so much for the help. I greatly appreciate it.
While Joe has stepped out to run an errand, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that Gideon and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him. The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property, they continued live streaming. The group is then seen returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're going to go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a law.
All right, so guys, you guys got to remember also, so like for the police, right? Like this is like some small town probably somewhere in the middle of America, right? So it's like, you know, they're getting calls, yo, these big YouTubers keep coming in here doing this, blah, blah. It's like, yo, this is a nuisance for the city, you know? The cops getting these complaints. So they're just like, yo, what the bro? I just want to be able to chill in my cruiser and watch Netflix. These keep creating problems.
Large group arrives back at McDonald's, but this time, the officers are ready.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys got to leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're going to
Who?
Okay, so they're formally trespassing him now.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey!
Or they're going to arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're going to be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, you don't have...
Yeah, and by the way, yeah, like obviously my brother can give you guys a real spill on this. If a cop comes up to you and he says, you have to leave, like the owners want you gone, you have to get the fuck off.
Yeah.
Or you will immediately be trespassed. Like, that's a no-brainer. So the fact that he's not listening here, I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah, bro. Like this isn't
he's
really
just completely
this isn't debatable.
Making it way worse.
Yeah, like this isn't debatable, bro. Like you can't, like if they tell you the owner doesn't want you there and they tell you get the fuck, you gotta leave.
And they don't need a reason, by the way. An owner does not need a reason.
They don't need it. Yeah, they don't need anything. And a lot of states, what they'll do is like they'll put you on notice, and then if you go, then they'll arrest you. So it's like every state is different, obviously. But I know, like in Miami, for example, they'll tell you, hey, they'll either verbally tell you or cite you for it, and then if you come back, then they're gonna arrest you.
Like no.
So right now they're putting him on notice.
No offense, officer, but like
no clubs
you're
for
going to not be on the property.
Hey,
or they're going to arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go
this, bro? Yo, he just told you and your crew are not welcome, and this is how he responds?
inside real quick?
You're going to be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro,
There's a warning.
you don't have any, no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have
Look at the views now, 16,000.
nothing better to do? Like,
Do you have anything better to do?
Yeah, well, I checkmate. That's pretty good question. Like, bro, you're the chasing around some homeless weird guy in McDonald's, like asking workers where they've seen him.
Yo,
And you're saying he has nothing to do.
bro, and you're
It's
like,
it's the shit these do for viewership, bro.
yo, and he like, don't forget, this isn't like he's doing this shit in New York City where the cops are busy, bro. Like, yo, you're doing this in like some random suburb in America somewhere. Like,
Yeah, the cops got nothing to do.
These cops got nothing to do, and it's like anytime like a call like this comes in, they're just trying to handle that shit, get you out of there, right? Bro's just trying to chill in his cruiser and you know, hang out, maybe do a T-stop here and there. But like y'all doing this shit, like he's forced to be there. Like he doesn't have a choice. He has to show up to tell you guys you're on notice. Don't trust. Like get out of here. They don't want you here. So it's not even like he even wants to be here, bro.
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are going to be arrested for trespassing.
That's actually kind of a fallacy. Guys, the police are not obligated to protect you, and I know that sounds crazy, but they're actually not. They're actually not. Okay. There's been like Supreme Court rulings on this.
Yeah, we'll leave the property, but like I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a...
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the
They're there to maintain order. That's what it really comes down to. They're there to maintain order.
property, so you guys got to leave.
Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave.
He's asked him like 5 times.
The squatter.
What was that you said?
He's asked him like 5 times at this point.
Yep.
That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
But the warning has little effect. Soon Jidion is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling, creating a disturbance, and stopping vehicles attempting to enter McDonald's to patronize the business. At the same time, officers noticed 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
Gotta arrest Joe.
Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter.
No, I don't want my tax dollars to go to that, but you're forcing my tax dollars to do this right now. What are you talking about? No, I don't want to pay for that, but when you're and you keep provoking the police and your senseless aim for more and more views, that we do have to pay for it, actually.
there? Really? Should we give them the camera?
Yo, now I see why y'all wanted me to react to this so much. Yo, this is insane, dude. I'm like watching this with my jaw dropped. Like, what?
Yo, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this as a backpack. You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up.
This nigga's crazy, bro. He's tripping.
The cop literally said you and your entire crew. Like, he literally said, like, you and your entire film crew. Like, he said that earlier.
He said you.
Yeah. Like,
We're good. What am I?
Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have not. Yeah, hold up.
Yo, and they're doing this with the police right there, bro.
Yeah. These are all kids, though. They just don't know any better.
Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe. Officer, what are you doing? Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Is he going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're in arrest.
What are these kids doing? What are we doing, bro?
Wait. Can I hold your guys' property?
Yeah. Got anything on you?
Oh my God.
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone.
Officer, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Officer, this is not gonna stick.
Wait, so what are we doing?
Breach of peace.
Officer, this is not gonna
So basically, it's like kind of like a disorderly charge, which is very open to interpretation and ambiguous.
It's very, I was going to say, a very ambiguous charge.
This is the best make I've ever seen in my life.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, this is the definition of fuck around and find out. It's like, yo, they stood there. They told y'all don't go on. You guys went on anyway.
Never even went on the
Now they're arresting to like set deterrence.
property. How you gonna
Anytime
trespass
you
someone
see
that never went
an
on the-
arrest, anytime you see an arrest for breach of peace, disorderly conduct, things like that, it's likely the guy was just being a, you know, you see these charges like, yo, my local town where I went to high school hosted their arrest on their Facebook. And like, I'll see all these kids I went to high school with, and it's just like breach of peace, disorderly conduct, public intoxication. And it's like, i.e. just being an absolute, like, that's always what it is.
Yep.
Property. This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed.
Bro is chimping out.
They are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
Look, you can make the argument that that's all curtilage, which, you know, is theirs, right? Or you could say it's an easement, which is public. But regardless, that's why I think they went with them with the breach of peace versus the trespassing. I think that's why they went with the breach of peace. Like, maybe they didn't enter, maybe there's a technicality, but they can definitely make the argument like, yeah, bro, we told you multiple times don't go there. You and your entire crew, they still went over there to antagonize despite the fact that we were here. You could absolutely, this is like the definition of breach of peace. It's literally what breach, like this is what this charge is made for shit like this, being a fucking nuisance.
Okay.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
These three.
Watch. Call the DA and see how.
This guy, Gideon, he's caught a couple of pedos and thinks now he understands, like, you know, misdemeanors and shit now.
How fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Everybody's
If anything, him recording all of this gives them more evidence.
This is absolutely
And they obviously have their body cams too.
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. Out here yelling.
Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell? Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer, how fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think the charge is going to stick? Do you guys really think this is going to stick?
Yeah, he should have just shut the hell up. Like, bro, once they put cuffs on you, you don't talk anymore, bro. Like, bro's still yapping.
You want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
They don't give a f about any of that, bro. What you guys got to understand when it comes to the state is like, they don't care about winning, okay? They're going to, you know, in the law enforcement world, it's called taking a ride. They're going to make you take the ride. Yeah, I mean, f your day up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you they don't care if the charges stick or not. That's irrelevant. The state and locals
I
can.
don't fuck with police, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, and everybody gets so mad, like, no, I'm going to be this sovereign citizen, or I'm going to stand up for my rights. And it's like, okay, bro, but you're just like worsening your day by fighting with the police. I got pulled over the other day before stream. I forgot to tell you, for no reason. Like, got pulled over for absolutely.
He didn't even tell you why?
No, he told me, he said, bro, I live in Connecticut. He said it's front plate. If you live in Connecticut, you know they don't give a fuck about front plate. That nigga was just trying to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And so rolled all the windows down, super compliant, super respectful, whatever, had me on my way. But if I decided to go, why are you pulling me over? I just got the car. I don't need a front plate. I have an excuse. I have a note. Yada, yada, yada. You probably would have made my night even worse.
Tell them step by step what you did. Because you need to learn how to deal with the police, bro. Because you were driving your BMW. Go ahead and explain all of it. I'm going to, give me one second. I'll be right back. You explain to them, though.
Yeah, so.
Were you armed too? If you were armed, tell them how you dealt with that too.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So, I mean, and look, like, if the cops pull you over or if the police are antagonizing you and whatever, I can understand that's frustrating, but it's imperative that you hold your cool. And look, they're always filming. So if they are violating your rights, if they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, you'll get your right. You'll get your side to defend. You'll be able to win that case if you face that cop in a court, excuse me. But yeah, anytime I get pulled over, even if it's for a reason and I'm annoyed, I just play nice with the cop. Like it's an IQ play. I'm not about to sit there and fight with the cop like, hello, he's the representative of the state. He has a badge. He has a gun. He has cuffs. Like, he doesn't need the most outstanding reason to just book me for the night. Like, I might get released that night or the next morning. Might not be a big deal, but why do I want to deal with that? So I got pulled over, rolled both of my windows down, lights on, overhead lights on, hands on the steering wheel. I go extreme. Look, I go extreme. So hands on the steering wheel. I have my hands placed on the top of the steering wheel like this. And obviously, look, it's psychology, okay? Obviously, if I'm sitting like this with my hands on my side, the cop's not about to think I'm about to just whip out of course, but it's to show the cop that I give a fuck about his safety. And in doing that, my chances of getting a ticket are far less likely. So I could be the big bad and like, why are you pulling me over? I know my rights. Or I can take the cop's good side and walk away with an extra $100, $200 in my pocket and no court date that I have to look forward to, and maybe even a lawyer or an attorney because I got too many speeding tickets or something like that. So hands on top of the steering wheel at the top, he comes up to the window and the car is always off. I turn the car off, music off. He says, what's going on, license, registration? I'm telling him right away, license is in my back left pocket, registration's in the glove compartment. Can I get it? Can I get it? Yes, go ahead, reach for it. I get it. I wasn't armed at the time. But if I'm armed, let me add this. If I'm armed, I'm going to say, officer, I'm carrying a firearm. I'm a concealed carry weapons holder, just to let you know it's on my right hip, or I'm appendix carrying. If you want to disarm me, feel free to, and I'll step out the car. Again, legally, do I have to do that in Connecticut? No, I don't. But it's not about legal. It's not about me having my right. It's about playing smart so I don't have to deal with bullshit later. And also, the cop gets upset if they find out you had a firearm on you and you didn't tell them. And things like that can get dangerous quickly. So, I let them know you want to disarm me, you can. Most cops, I get pulled over quite often.
Yeah, they're going to say no. They never actually, when you say that,
they never do it.
They're shocked. If you offer that, the reason why we're telling you that to offer it is because they're going to be shocked when you do it. And they'll be like, wow, okay, this cares about me. Damn.
It's a psychology game. Because really, like, I don't know the cop. I don't know I want to let him know I'm not a threat. And the best way to disarm his tension is to show him that I give a So that's the first thing I'm doing. Hey, I'll reach my wallet.
That's another thing too. They're gonna be like, oh, okay. Like the criminals are not offering that shit, bro. Like, and they're gonna always say no because they don't want to feel like a bitch. But just offering that makes you look so different, and it helps you.
Yeah, nothing to hide. So slow movements, okay, slow movements. So I'm here. I'm actually have my wallet here. So I'm just grabbing the wallet, showing him what I'm doing. Like everything is very clear. Getting it, giving it to him. All right, I'm gonna get my registration, my insurance, and by that point, it almost seems like the cop doesn't even want to bother me anymore. I've had instances where the cop takes my ID and goes, all right, man, just get the fuck out of here. Because he's just pulling you over to really see if there's something greater for him to expose. And once you do that, immediately they don't waste your time, But when you want to be the big bad wolf, why are you pulling me over for and all this? They'll make your day. They have the authority and the power to make your day, even if they're wrong. And in many cases, cops can be wrong and be provocative, but it's on you to disarm them and make them feel dumb. So I'm always very compliant with the police, not because I'm like some I get it. The police are not always in it for you. You shouldn't tell the police about things. You shouldn't speak too much. They come to your door. Maybe don't talk to them, but when you get pulled over, don't be a dumb. You got to play it up like you care about them and shit. You'd be surprised. I've gotten pulled over dozens of times, like many times, never got a ticket from being pulled over. Not once have I ever got a ticket from being pulled over, and it's because my etiquette. I'm very nice. However, I don't admit guilt. I don't know what your opinion is on that. If I was flying,
don't be an idiot.
I'm about to be like, sorry, officer, I was speeding. I'll be like, I don't know why you pulled me over.
Yeah, like being polite and understanding their safety is not this. Like you don't be. Obviously, shut that up when it comes to why they're actually stopping you. But when it comes to like if you have the gun, that's for their safety, and they're always going to decline it because they don't want to. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm not that much of a bitch. What do you think I'm that scared of you? So it's almost reverse psychology. But again, like obviously don't say nothing else. Like don't speak about anything else. But that's just merely for their safety. So you shut that up on everything else.
Anytime I deal with the police and I'm pulled over, obviously I speak when spoken to, and I don't give any extra facts. Oh, okay, officer, got a gun, just so you know, gonna get my license here now. But, he says, you know why I pulled you over? I am clueless. I don't know. I could have drifted the corner. I could have drifted the corner of Tokyo Drift. I could have been doing 100. I don't do those things. And literally, he asked me why he pulled me over. I'm gonna say, I don't know. He tells me I was speeding. I was like, okay, I don't think I was speeding, but okay. Like, they never, ever admit guilt, but at the same time, don't fight with them. They give you a ticket, you can fight it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want to be super about it, when they say I pulled you over for this, you can be like, okay, acknowledged. Can I give you my license? Acknowledged. And then from there, he's going to say license registration, cool. Then you go into the safety stuff, and then you just shut down from that point forward.
Yeah. Honestly, it's never smart to talk to the police, to the feds. And you were a federal agent, and even you say, don't talk to the police.
Yeah.
In many predicaments, it's never a good idea. And it's because obviously I know at the federal level, I'm sure they teach you guys that, but even at the state level with police, state police, local police, there's techniques that they're taught to like get the truth out of you in a really covert way. Correct?
Yeah.
Like they know how to play mind games with you.
Of course.
So you got to be a little defensive when you're talking to them and breaking a story down and
And that's why it's just so much better to just be quiet.
Yeah.
You just
literally
be quiet. Don't say anything. But yeah, Gideon doing all this extra shit is not good for him. It actually hurts his case.
Officer, you will be
this actually, and the fact that he's like saying it loud and being obnoxious and shit like that, this is literally what they're arresting him for.
in a deposition, and you will be arrested. This is
Here, back here.
no.
And don't be like these guys like Jidion, a little bit of legal terminology and you're like throwing it in their face about you can't do this, you can't do that. Like they absolutely can. Like people don't understand how much latitude local cops have to arrest them. Local cops have more authority to make it a probable cause arrest than feds, bro. Like I don't think you guys understand that. They could arrest you for anything. They have an enormous amount of discretion. So you don't want to with local police, dude, because like they could take you in for anything like this example right here with disorderly. So
bro, I have friends that have been I have buddies. My buddy the other day, not going to shout him out, not a shout out at this time, but my buddy the other day, literally, swear to God, got arrested because he was getting feisty with the cop. And I had to like reprimand, like, what are you doing? Like, this could have all easily been avoided. It happens. You're totally right. They have so much more authority than you would think.
Yeah.
Just to book you, can take a picture, you ruin your day and get you out. And if I'm not mistaken, if you're booked, right, you get in the back of a squad car, you're taken to the local station, they take your picture. That stains your record, does it not?
It does.
Even if those charges are dropped.
As soon as they roll you, you're going to get what's called an FBI number, and you've effectively created a criminal history for yourself for no reason. Even if it gets dismissed, everyone can look that up. Every law enforcement agency can type your name in NCIC, and that's just going to pop up. So it's like completely unnecessary.
How about employers?
They won't be able to. They won't be able to. It depends on how hard they go with the research. Like it really depends.
Yeah. Because if the mugshot gets dropped online, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, my local police department or my old hometown, the local police department, they do that shit. And, I'll look at it. And even if somebody's charges get dropped, you can still see that shit online.
Yep. The arrest is forever. That's why it's always best to just avoid getting arrested. Because, a lot of people don't care if if the case got dismissed or you were, found innocent. Like, no one cares. You know what I mean? And then you just created a headache for yourself for no reason.
Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer. Is this really the route you want to go, officer? Yep. Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars? Yep. Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please sit?
He's like acting drunk.
Excuse me, officer.
Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
That's why he picked that shit. The smart move by the cop to go with disorderly conduct instead. And his other buddies got hit with breach of peace.
Oh, then you're in this sneak over.
Because they know that you have to trespassing is a bit harder because you got to put them on notice. Sometimes it's got to be written. Every state is different. So they're going with a far easier charge, which I would argue they have an enormous amount of probable cause for at this point with the way he's behaving and the other guys. Like they told you don't trespass, like don't go back in. He antagonizes and he sends 2 of the fucking guys in and they arrest him.
Plus him chasing the guy on stream and like asking all the local people about where they're going to bring that up later.
All of his stream is going to be used as evidence against him, bro.
Yeah.
That's all going to be used as evidence against him.
Run, I'm not going to do anything. Can you just take off
the very content that he's making to entertain his audience is going to be used against him in this thing. And given the way that he's behaving right now, I would not be surprised if this might not get like, an ambitious DA to say, nope, we're going to see this all the way through. We're not dropping the charges. You were being an ass. We're going to go after you. And we are going to like see this all the way through.
No.
Officer, I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the car.
Officer, you're actually hurting me.
I've had bigger people in the car.
Yeah. That's why you don't want to get fat, chat. Don't get fat.
Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoot.
Officer, I can't move.
Let's go.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's go.
Officer, I can't. I'm not trying to be... Here, I'm not resistant, officer. I promise you.
Let's go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No.
And it'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body.
You have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
They don't have to, bro.
Right, bro.
They don't what is this nigga on, bro? Like they don't have to, bro.
Bro is absolute king of stalling. What are we doing? Yo,
they don't have to, bro. Look, guys, this is why I tell y'all, don't fuck with local cops. You guys can learn a lot from this. Don't fuck with local cops, bro. They have the latitude and the ability to just fuck your day up, bro. They can arrest you for anything.
Yeah, just quickly prosecute you and fuck you up temporarily, even if the shit gets dropped. And I always see these videos.
State doesn't mind losing a case, bro. They don't mind losing a case.
Back in like the 2017 OG YouTube days, when you would be scrolling YouTube for a while, you would always see like these videos of these sovereign citizens like, it was my right to record. It's my right. I undercode this and this, that. And it's like, you're just not going to win with the police. And it's so cringe. Just honestly, if I ever got arrested, God forbid I ever got arrested, bro, I'm just taking my L. Yeah. Once the cuffs are locked, bro, it's done. It's clips, bro. Just get in the back of the car. It's quiet for you.
Yeah.
Cops just not going to have this, epiphany and go, oh, you know what? Maybe I should pull the cuffs off this guy. Nope. You're
not going to talk your way out of the cuffs, bro. You're not going to talk your way, so just shut up.
Unless you're being detained or some shit. But if you're actually being arrested, it's clips.
Yeah. Once they put the handcuffs on him, you ask one question or they'll tell you you're under arrest. Okay. That's it. What for? Okay. And you just shut the fuck up.
Have a DA.
You don't have a district.
Yeah, they don't have a DA, bro. Like this is a petty misdemeanor charge where they're making a probable cause arrest. And the key word here, guys, is discretion. Local police officers and state troopers and sheriff's deputies and constables, these dudes have an enormous amount of discretion. So they don't have to call a DA, okay? The state, a lot of times, they might not indict. Bro, just to give you guys an example, the guy that allegedly shot Charlie Kirk, what's his name? Oh my God.
Tyler Robinson.
Do you guys know he still hasn't even done his preliminary hearing yet?
Yeah.
What that basically means is a preliminary hearing is where they establish probable cause. So the state hasn't even proved that they have probable cause yet, chat. The state could drag their feet forever. Okay, so I do think the reason why it's been taking so long is I think his defense has been asking for continuances. I think it's been his defense doing it. But the bottom line is like the state has an enormous amount of time, resources, and they don't have to win, dude. They're not like the feds. The feds have to win. These guys don't give a fuck.
Attorney.
No.
They'll just make you take the ride.
A state attorney.
There's no district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in. Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't move.
And the funniest part is, in 2 seconds, look.
Bro, you pushing me is not going to do anything. Bro, officer,
he's going to get in the car.
Me.
Come on.
Officer, I can't move.
Yes, you can.
Okay, can I step out and then slide in?
Yeah, step out and slide in.
Bro. Hey, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside. Call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hey, get him.
Officer, why you guys...
your butt back. There you go.
There you go.
Anybody...
Bro, just being difficult, man.
Making the scene can slow down. We're secure.
But even after being placed under arrest, Gideon remains confident that the officers have only created bigger problems for themselves, as some of them try to make sense of the situation.
Breach of peace covers it all, so...
There you go.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one up there.
That black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take Lions for a black Fusion.
You towing it?
Yep.
So are they all trust?
That's brutal.
That's what. Yep. For you guys being
From this property or what? I told them to leave or going to jail.
If they weren't being pains in the ass, They might have been able to call someone to come get it. But.
For breach of peace if they don't want to leave. So looks like they're leaving. I don't know who's all trespassing here. I didn't catch all that from earlier. So. Hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance? Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace. It's stalking. I mean, we got a whole bunch. I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it.
That new charges are probably going to come.
Yeah.
They're probably going to hit him with stalking too.
When they go through that film, it's clipped. When they go through all of that kick stream, when they see all the he was doing. And here's the thing, if he just never did that and he left the McDonald's, they would have never took it farther either. So he brought that upon himself.
Yep.
And another thing too, if they don't even have the best reason of arresting you, say it's weak, like it wasn't really disorderly, there's plausible deniability, Gideon gets his attorney, they also always consider like how disrespectful and difficult you're being too. And that's just going to make it look bad for him. You know, even for the cop's sake too. Say the cop is wrong and they weren't supposed to arrest you technically in some way that's proven. Even then, if you're being maybe that cop won't face repercussions for it. You know, that's always accounted as well. Am I wrong there?
Yeah, and then look, they're gonna get the kick stream. They're gonna subpoena the kick stream. It's probably already assigned to a detective now at this point. And they're gonna probably go after him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the prosecutor's like, oh, you want to play that game over here? You want to, say you're a multimillionaire, you're a big YouTuber, and you think you're above the law. All right, now we're gonna go after you. You know?
Yeah.
So, because I mean, this is a blatant disrespect. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is actually, I can't believe Jidion actually did this.
It's
as someone who
it's the disrespect. Go ahead.
As someone who's like supposed to catch pedos and work with law enforcement all the time, I'm actually like, my jaw's actually dropped at like how he's behaving. I'm actually really shocked that he's doing this.
Yeah, it's the disrespect. It's the defiance. It's him thinking he's like in a way kind of above the law at times with certain things he said. Prosecutor's going to see all of that and that's going to charge him up emotionally, and they're going to go for him, and even on things that aren't strong, just to make him fight back. So
this was bad, dude.
The respect and decorum goes a very long way.
Well, this proves what I've kind of been saying, but this proves Gidion's a fucking grifter, bro. This just proves he's a great, you work with the police, you put that, your goal is to stop pedophiles. Like, I would think you'd have a little bit of courtesy and understand what police go through, and you wouldn't be so rude and disrespectful to them. But this proves, for him, views over everything. That's all that matters. Views over everything. Clout over everything. YouTube over everything. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. It's not about them. He doesn't understand. It's not about them getting a charge. He probably won't even face any charges. He'll probably be able to beat it. It's just they're gonna make his life suck.
Yeah.
And now
I don't even think he could beat
on
it.
the internet.
He's gonna have to. They're gonna.
You think so? You think he's cooked?
For breach of peace, yeah. Breach of peace, and if they hit him with a stalking charge, yeah, he's cooked because they have everything on body cam and they have his own stream. They went out of their way to follow this guy, bro.
Yeah, they did. They did follow him really hard. That is very true.
Went to the McDonald's multiple times. They got witnesses. Obviously, they were there. They got his own footage that's going to be used against them. They're going to absolutely use that live stream against him, that they were conspiring to go follow this guy. Look, we got it on stream. They're trying to follow him. They had a car telling us when we were trying to escort the one of the people off the property. Like that's all going to be used against him, and I would not be surprised if they're taking him in for a breach of peace. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're not going to add other charges to this just because he's being a.
4. I got 4 right now. This is absurd, dude. Was he arresting him too?
Get out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. I'll leave. I'll have to pay. Dad, do you mind? Actually,
there you go. And it's showing that like they're not just here to power trip. Like they kicked a couple of them off without even arresting them. So it's not like they arrested everybody, even though they probably could have. They're only going after the most egregious offenders. Obviously, the 2 guys that walked in and then Gideon because he kept running his mouth. So this actually is good for the police and shows like discernment, right? That they're like, they didn't arrest everybody. They're like, they're still giving other guys the opportunity to leave.
Now you're impeding traffic. Brownstown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good, he's pulling up and stopping him for us. We were just trying to pick up.
Wait, what was the name of this town? Brownstown?
No, it was Woodhaven, was it?
No, but look. It says Brownstown.
Oh, Brownstown, okay.
Yo, what a crazy name. Yo!
Brownstown is nuts. Brownstown is nuts.
Yo, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up.
Thank you. Come again.
Brownstown.
Bro, Brownstown's is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's acting like brown clouds. Now Brownstown PD is getting them, bro. Oh, Lord.
What state is this in?
Probably Texas. Chad, is this Texas? Chad, where is this? This is I think Gideon lives in Texas. Michigan? Okay, they're saying Michigan. All right. Brownstown is crazy, bro. Brownstown PD arresting a bunch of brown clowns.
Mind yourself. We were just trying to pick up our friend up.
Okay, well, you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to beat traffic. I have my insurance on my phone.
Is it the same,
it's the same
policy?
Same policy. That's not correct.
Okay. I'll be honest, it's kind of a gaggle mess going on in here right now, so.
Oh, there's that orange car that was following him the first time.
I know what's going on. I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, he'll eventually move.
Do all 3 stalking and breach of peace.
Ooh, okay, there you go. I wonder if the stalking is going to be a misdemeanor or a felony.
The guy's harassing somebody over there. It's been like an ongoing, years.
Does that depend on the state? Is that state dependent?
There's different degrees of it. So, I mean, you could look it up real quick. Michigan statute, maybe. I wonder which one they used.
Stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today. And now it's just turned into this. So, and then he decided to stop in the middle of the road.
Yo, this is crazy. They're literally going to, all of that footage from Gideon's stream is going to be used against him, bro. For the stalking charge. This is the textbook definition of stalking. Went to this McDonald's that he hangs out with multiple times looking for him.
Misdemeanor stalking is likely what it'll be.
Okay.
First time offense, it says.
What do you think, Jidion? Can you see what Jidion got hit with?
1 year in jail, fine up to $1,000. And then, let me see.
What did they actually charge Jidion with? Well, they'll probably say it on this video. I'll keep playing it.
To pick somebody up, but
if you need anybody anywhere, we're good.
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy's over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So the long story short is this guy lives on getting evicted. His nephew, if this car's got a Tennessee plate, that's one of the cars. Yeah. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff on a eviction party for the uncle. They all have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just with them for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's.
This is hilarious because, to cops, this is it's like this guy might as well be speaking Chinese, by the way. Because I understand where the cops, guys, in law enforcement, right? Or government, government workers, law enforcement, whatever, these guys can't fathom making money on the internet, okay? I'm kind of giving you guys the other side. You can see that, puzzled look in his face, what the what? To them, they don't understand the concept of making money on the internet or filming content for the internet. Police officers actually do everything they can a lot of the times to not be all over the internet. Because obviously the more you put yourself out there, the more it can hurt you later on. So this is Chinese for this guy listening. Wait, what? They threw a party and they were following this guy around for YouTube? What? So that's why he's looking at him what the fuck?
Kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. And now they're sending more people.
Bro's what?
Up in here, so.
Yeah, so it says, by the way, stalking and breaching the peace.
That's the official charges? Both the misdemeanor versions, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so it says here it was disturbing the peace and stalking. Yep. Okay. Subsequently released on bond later.
Okay. So both misdemeanor charges. But when I was working for the government, I said, hey guys, I might leave the government to go do YouTube. They all looked at me like I was crazy. They can't fathom making money on the internet.
They don't get it. People do not understand how much money streamers make on any platform, by the way. Yeah. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, make a lot of money. Even the ones with moderate viewership that get just a few thousand views can make good money. And then people always wonder well, why do you do that? That doesn't make sense. And it's it's like a job. But they don't have any concept of that. It's still very kind of closed off from the mainline normal matrix world. People think the only way to make money is to just sit at a desk all day and, slave away for 40 hours a week. We're living in new times.
Yep.
That's the one that was following me out. When I was taking him to the station the first time, they're the ones that were following me. And I think 2 more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are. You saying what? Just kind of confused. Yeah, I was just asking what was going on.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here to get a drink. We were out. We haven't been here the whole time.
We just pulled up.
Yeah, we just came back.
Okay, well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
Okay.
And probably not.
We're trying to leave.
Well, you're gonna have to be stuck here for a little bit now, unless you can squeeze by that. But I suggest you don't get involved anymore.
How many? Why so many people? Just randoms?
YouTube followers. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Fans probably showed up while they were doing this because they knew where they were.
Yeah, because they IRL, they stream snipe.
They were they probably So that created even a bigger spectacle for the cops to deal with this. Because not just Gideon and his film crew, there was probably fans there like looking at what's going on because the IRL. Yeah. And for small town cops like this is a nightmare for them. Like, they're not trying to deal with this shit.
Stand all this, dude, like over nothing. Like something so stupid over some like YouTube views.
If we don't get the ringleader of this, I'll probably just mail him a stalking ticket.
That's fine. I think it's him in the Audi. That's the Skeeter guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we start. I'm just waiting for Lions to get this car out of here. I can roll with one of you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
He's one of those guys that he goes on, tries to catch like predators on YouTube. So he's got this following of young kids that think it's super cool, and he with his uncle. He's got all these videos of him.
Yeah, look, you can see a bunch of people over here. If you guys see, if you notice.
Yeah,
these are all probably fans.
What's in there? Get off the property or you're going to jail too. Start walking. Understood. Start walking. With the personal property? They had it. It's their property. Start walking. Go. Yep. Go. Start walking. Shouldn't have gave it to them. They're all still out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. I don't know if I should. What about Skeeter?
Yeah, the fact that he was at the McDonald's when they went back, that's cooked. That literally proves that proves a stalking charge. That solidifies it, bro. Bro was inside the whole time, and they got.
And it just look. He got. I thought he got good content. He didn't have to take it that far. Yeah, you play with the officer a little bit, but once he says you're going to be trespassed, all right, bro, the segment's over.
Yeah,
you know? Like bit's over. Get out of there.
Yeah, this is
all
GG's.
Could have easily been avoided.
This is literally GG's.
Concomb punch.
Bro was actually in the McDonald's this whole time. This the stalking. I mean, this is the textbook definition of stalking, bro. I don't know what more evidence you have.
I have no idea where he went. The ones that came up on the...
They escorted him out of the property, which is what they wanted him gone for being a squatter. Then Jidion went to the police department. Then he went to the McDonald's. Then he came back to the McDonald's later. Bro made multiple stops to try to find this guy. Had a scout car looking for him. Like, yeah, dude, this is indefensible. It is indefensible when it comes to the stalking, bro.
Property.
Did you ticket him?
I think he got a ticket. I don't know. The ones that came up on the property and were causing disturbance on the property are the ones that went to jail. I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a few. So,
all right, thank you.
Yep. If they come back into the.
What about this black guy over here? He was at the house.
Well,
and the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I got you. So
he was at the house.
The problem was that they were here, and the ones that were causing an issue here is who went with us right now, because they could have been at the house. They're allowed at the house because someone that has authority at the house is at the house. So the ones that were causing an issue here that weren't supposed to be on the property, but if Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging you, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep, because they were told not to come on the property here.
Hey, Painkiller, OSS 300 is not the same as regular OSS. Completely different, dude. Completely different community. I just don't advertise that much.
And they were on
but it's $100 a month. It's like my guys that are more successful. I want guys in there that have a skill set, make $100K per year, if not more, or close to it. That's what 300 is for.
Property, they're causing a disturbance.
You're allowed to come on my property.
Oh, now they're calling the McDonald's. They're probably harassing the f*** out of that McDonald's because they got them arrested. They're probably, oh, bad.
To come on the property here, and they were on the property, and they're causing a disturbance.
You're allowed to come on my property.
Oh, this actually is gonna hurt Gideon. They're gonna use this as well against him. They're like, yo,
all of this.
Yeah, this is all gonna be used against Gideon, bro. Like the fact that his fans are calling the McDonald's, because this is all live streamed, so they know exactly where it is and what's going on. So them calling in saying "fuck you guys," blah blah. This is all gonna be used against him. This is
all that was working for him is gonna turn right against him when they start prosecuting.
Yep,
1,000,000%.
Yeah, just unplug it, ignore them. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad. So if you just unplug it and they don't have the chance. All right, so
how many did you arrest?
I'm not sure. Quite a few. I have 3 sets of handcuffs and I use all my handcuffs, so I don't know. They're on public property, so we can't do anything about them hanging out there. So I would go hide back in there.
With all of the arrested parties on their way to the station, the restaurant manager and Joe both provide written statements about the incident. But back inside the squad car,
yeah, that's cooked, bro. That's the fact that they gave written statements like that and the police took the statements. They're gonna take this. They're gonna.
And he should be going to court very soon, because this was the end of June. So this is just not even that long ago. It's like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably going to we're going to get more developments on this month probably as to where the case goes.
And now they're probably gonna button up this case and make it as tight as possible because of who they're dealing with now.
Gideon remains convinced that he has done nothing wrong.
Oh no, he did a lot wrong. After watching this camera footage, that 100% up here.
Am I officially under arrest?
Yes, yeah, what the? Are you stupid, Jidion? Yeah. Am I officially under? Yo, this thing. Oh. No, they just put your fat ass in the back of the squad car and put cuffs on you for just to take it to just like what?
I guess. Okay. You're for breach of peace is what it sounds like, all right? Breach of peace.
Even though I was on a public easement. Okay. What is the offer?
Okay. You're on a public easement, yelling, antagonizing, and telling your employees to go into the McDonald's to continue stalking the person that you had followed the entire time. Okay?
Yeah.
So do not just go ahead and isolate one thing that you were doing without adding in all the other facts as to why they arrested you. So totality of the circumstances,
exactly that's how the prosecutor is going to frame it as well. Like thousands of viewers coming and helping you stalk this person, trying to find out who knows what phone calls were made to other establishments when they thought he wasn't at the McDonald's. That's something as well. They may collect that as evidence. And then him being rude and disrespectful, him screaming constantly. Yeah, that's huge. He probably commanded them, or even then they can make the argument you commanded them to go to the McDonald's.
Yeah, he literally says, go in there. He literally, here, what are we at? We're at 1914. Let me.
He said go in there because he didn't know the cops, or he forgot the cops had told all of them that they can't go in. The cop literally said, you're all trespass.
So look at this.
So he set them up.
Yeah, so check this out. We'll go through it. We're at 1914, so let's go through it one more time.
The officer returns to the restaurant, and soon a large group arrives. Officers are ready.
So now they come back.
Where's that? McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys got to leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna be.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Yeah, Jidion actually f***ed himself up by asking that question.
Yeah.
He told you right then and there who it is. It's all y'all niggas.
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
So you antagonize them right then and there after he just pointed at those people.
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there,
bro. Why? You don't.
So he tells them, warns them.
Like, no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have anything better to do?
Officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a.
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property.
So boom, he's putting them on notice, right? What does he do?
Do me a favor. To protect the squatter. He's in there?
Oh, so now they know he's in there.
Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this as a backpack.
There we go. So now they tell him. So those might have been two random fans.
They warned him.
They might have been two random fans. That's why he said, "Oh, well, they didn't trespass them technically, so I'm safe." So he thought he was smart. Those were probably fans that came in watching the live. He said, "Hey, put this backpack on. It's $30,000, etc. Go in there and see what he's doing." Right? And then what do they do? They tell their on the loudspeaker, "Nope, don't do it. You go in there, you're going to be trespassed." So they're putting these new guys on notice too because they see what they're doing.
You didn't trespass them, so shut the f*** up.
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
Now they are.
Yeah.
Now they are.
Yeah. Now I see what's going on. So Gideon thought he'd get around
obvious, it. When the McDonald's trespassed to certain individuals, it's also related to anybody who's a part of that entourage.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be the argument from the prosecutor's side is, yeah, we trespassed you guys. Maybe not the two kids, those random fans, but those two kids were with you and joined your whole entourage. And so they also became part of the trespass party.
If anything,
you can't just add two random people.
They
might try to argue around it, but no way.
If anything, they might have plausible deniability, but Jidion has none. Because he literally, and again, like, they literally see what he's doing and they tell him, "You will be arrested if you trespass." So they're putting them on notice right then and there. And Gideon has it on camera.
Yeah. Footage is on his side. HD 4K.
Yo.
You didn't trespass them, so shut the f*** up.
He actually just did, dummy. He literally just did a second ago, bro. He literally just did.
Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
And also, like, if the cops are just like using your brain, the cops are hurling threats that they're going to arrest you. Why put those kids in that predicament? Like, all for the views?
Yeah.
Like, let me get these two kids arrested going against officers' commands for the views. It's like really dumb.
Yeah.
Just walk inside.
Now these kids are gonna have a criminal record, even though for no reason.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have.
So yeah, there you go. So he told this nigga's cooked, bro. All right, let's get back. So yeah, they have it all, dude. His own footage incriminates him.
Yep, go. Start walking. Shouldn't have gave it to them. They're all still out there. Where did he go? I think I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a I got an issue here. If Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging you, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they were told not to come on the property here, and they were on the property and they were causing a disturbance.
They're allowed to come on my property.
Yeah, that's gonna be used against him.
So that's what they want.
Fans
The end all be all, bro. The stalking is probably the strongest thing.
It is the strongest.
Like stronger than the disorderly or even the trespassing. Because
I would argue that the stalking, since the stalking is so strong, it almost cements the breach of peace. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because he had to breach the peace to stalk him like this. Going to multiple locations, eliciting the help of other individuals, yelling from the side, like him stalking, having such a strong stalking charge actually shows the breach of peace because he was live streaming the whole thing.
Get annoyed, they just want to make you mad, so if you unplug it and they don't have the chance. All right, so
how many did you arrest?
I'm not sure, quite a few.
Both provide written statements about the incident.
Yeah, no, but they're about to take this seriously now.
But back inside the squad car, Gideon remains convinced that he has done nothing wrong.
Am I officially your arrest?
Yes, sir. I guess. You're.
This guy he's just the transport officer. That's why he doesn't know this bomb guy. He's not the arresting officer like the other guy that we saw. So he's just transporting him more than likely.
Okay. What is the officer's name that arrested me?
You'll get all that when we get back to the station.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that once this case gets dropped, I am going to get a constitutional rights lawyer, and I'm going to go after you guys' qualified immunity, and you guys will be in a deposition. You will have to answer for that because the DA is not going to take this case. It's going to get dropped.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
When it gets dismissed.
They got you pretty dead to rights on the stalking, bro.
I am going for your qualified immunity. And I'm guessing this is a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what crime is yelling on the sidewalk? What does that do?
We'll discuss when we get in, all right? I'm not going to try to have a conversation between this.
Okay. Between this,
this is just the transport officer, bro. He's not the case. He's not the case officer, or potentially if this goes to a detective. So he doesn't want to engage with this. You know what I mean? Obviously, because it's like not his thing. Yeah. He's just there to transport the prisoner, which is common because you normally don't want to. You want to Mirandize your guy and stuff like that. But this is all obviously going to be good evidence for them to maintain because he's just yapping. Constitution. I'm assuming they probably Mirandized him at this point.
Rights violated. I didn't know Woodhaven violating constitutional rights. Call my. Yeah. Give me a lawyer ASAP. Tell him to give me a lawyer ASAP. No, he's not gonna let down the window. It's fine. Just stay right there. I don't want them to get you. They arrested me on breach of peace. Can you tell him to call Jake? Okay.
Okay, can you move so I can see?
Oh, well, you want to arrest more people?
No, I just want to be able to see so I don't get into a crash.
Wait, record? Record.
Hey, you got a second? My detective's asking if you fill out a written statement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so detectives are going to take this thing. Yep.
Of today, what
that's why they don't want to talk to him.
They've done to you. Okay. Are you able to do that for me? Yeah. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, detectives are involved. This is definitely going to go to state attorney's office.
They've been following you around all day.
Yeah, and they drive around. They're driving around a U-Haul truck. I don't know. I think they're back at the house because I've seen them go that way.
Okay.
They set up music equipment and speakers upstairs.
Yeah, I was there for that earlier today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what happened to Skeeter? Did you guys give him a ticket? You guys were talking to him over here in an SUV.
No, I just gave him a ticket.
You gave him a ticket?
Yeah.
For what?
Impeding traffic for stopping in the middle of the road. That's the only thing I could have charged him with was impeding traffic. But we arrested 4 altogether, so yeah.
Now they were setting up speakers. What if they start blasting loud music? You guys might be back there?
Probably.
So do you guys think these charges are going to stick? Do you genuinely think these charges are going to stick?
Bro, still yapping.
Sir, we'll have a conversation back here, okay?
Listen, man. Here, you seem like a nice guy. Was that guy who was doing all that, was he your boss?
Yeah, I'm the junior person, sir.
Yeah.
That's why he's on transport.
Just let him know, hey, man. I want his qualified immunity.
I am the junior person here.
I want his qualified immunity.
You're not going to get it, Gideon. Like, he 100% didn't deprive you of any of your rights. You were being a okay? You absolutely stalked the guy. You absolutely were yelling from the side. You absolutely were a nuisance. You absolutely committed breach of peace. And the cherry on top is that all of this is in your live stream, which actually incriminates you. The very content that you were trying to create is the evidence that's going to be used to, prove that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the charge of breach of peace and stalking. Like, you went to multiple locations to try to find this guy, bro, and it's all on your own stream. Like, what? Like, what?
It's also constant chatter in the backseat. Like,
officer, how can someone be trespassed that never even went inside? God. What sense does that make? So you
did go inside. You went in multiple times. What are you talking about, bruh? You were in there first, then they told you to leave and you came back.
He doesn't even know what he's saying. He got trespassed. He's saying, how can he be arrested for that? But they're getting him for the stalking and the disorderly.
And the breaching,
unlawfully arrested those other people.
Or breaching,
That's exactly why they didn't use the trespass one, because trespassing could get a little finicky when it comes to noticing.
He didn't go back in after they gave him the ultimatum. He didn't go back in. But then he was being an ass. He mobilized his crew. And his crew is being mobilized in the greater good of like bothering this guy and harassing him endlessly after this is like the second or third location they probably had went to.
And then the other thing too, also keep in mind, he found out the dude was in there. That's when he sent those two guys in. Oh, he's in there? Send these two guys.
Yeah. And it's like the guy is obviously the guy is not a good person. He's a piece of shit. How do you play up the situation so bad to where now you look like the agitator? Like, bro, you literally had the moral high ground the entire time, and all you did was just take the cops to the boiling point where they had to arrest you. Like, he had the cards to walk away with the W,
That's big facts, man.
With me, I'm on the sidewalk voicing my displeasure with this police department, and you guys, through retaliation, arrest me as well. Is there a body camera in here?
Yes, sir. It's on. It's recording right now.
Yeah, everything is recorded, Jidion, and it's not good for you.
All this to protect. Hey, you know when I get out, we're just going right back to the house. You know that, right? So you guys aren't accomplishing anything. You're wasting taxpayer dollars.
I don't. That's probably not a good thing to say.
Yeah, where are they?
They fell in there.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
It was not on my bingo card to file a civil rights lawsuit.
I get it.
Here we are.
I get it.
Here we go. Using the. I wonder if he's gonna use the racism card. I wonder if he's gonna use the racism card. They arrested the white kid on way less, so I don't think it's racism.
Yeah.
They arrested this nigga on way less.
They're gonna let the kids go probably and just go straight for Gideon. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised they drop their charges.
Your bond. It's not gonna say it.
You guys can just.
Congrats, Gideon. You literally got one of your fans arrested, bro.
I was gonna say this nigga got the young bull arrested with him.
Yeah, bro. This nigga got one of his fans arrested, bro.
Just come up to this counter.
The best civil rights attorney.
No, right there's good for me. Stay right there for 1 second.
Ultimately, Jidion Adams was charged with misdemeanor, stalking, and breach of peace. The other 3 crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well. A judge set Gidion's bond at $10,000, which he posted to secure his release. The other 3 crew members also posted personal bonds. While Gideon was in jail,
you only got to come up with, I think, like 10%.
His instigators
just come up with like $1,000.
Fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven police.
Ooh, okay, found arrests. Oh, so they called the police department and the McDonald's.
Yeah, I told you they're going to use all those phone calls that the establishments got against him. That's going to aid them in that stalking charge.
Yeah, and this is bro. All this is going to add into the breach of peace too. Look at this.
Yeah.
Police department.
Fans acting like idiots are actually hurting him.
In Downriver Dispatch, some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide. While others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages. And upon his release, Gideon
that's gonna charge up the state against him. Now they're gonna treat it like a war instead of just going, "This is let's let it go."
Now they
because
can't let
a
it go.
situation like this can easily be dropped, and they'd be like, "Who cares? Whatever." But now they're probably gonna fight back.
Yeah. Now they can't let it go.
Definitely gonna fight back.
Now they can't let it go. Because you know why they can't let it go? Because if they let it go now, that gives him ammunition for a civil lawsuit. Bro, see, doing all this extra shit, having your fans call all this other shit, bro, this is all hurting him, dude. And now they can't let it go. Now they have to take it seriously. Now the detectives got the statements. Now they're going to cross their T's and dot their I's. So by him making this a big spectacle and threatening to sue, now they have to throw the book at him.
Freed Gideon, claiming it would prove his innocence and what he believed was the bias officers had shown in favor of Joe. Skeeter, on the other hand, still wants Joe out of his grandmother's house. Gideon's pretrial hearing is scheduled for July 13th, 2026, where his defense attorney will begin addressing the stalking and breach of peace charges. If convicted, he could face up to 93 days in jail for breaching the peace and up to 1 year.
And here's the thing, they would have dismissed it before this hearing if they were going to dismiss it at all. So
what happened already?
Yeah, they would have been dismissed. So they're going to see this thing through, bro. Especially since he has a big mouth and he's saying that he's going to sue them and shit. Now they got to take it all the way.
Yeah.
Now they.
I don't think he'll go to jail, but I don't know if he's going to win. What do you think?
I mean, it's a misdemeanor. They're going to probably strike a plea deal with him or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But they're absolutely not going to. They're absolutely not going to drop it now because that could
pay
potentially
a fine, community service.
Yep. Yeah, bro's big mouth is literally going to be the reason why they're going to come after him.
In jail or a $1,000 fine for stalking. Whether you're on patrol,
yeah, that's insane, dude. That's actually insane.